My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you that is about how you can tap into more of the magic that you possess within yourself. So that might sound a little bit too new agey for some of you, but I will break it down a little bit more. When you choose to make a change that impacts your nourishment or your health, your ability to exert more power or control over your own existence increases. So take care of yourself, and the universe will take care of you. Make some change in terms of how much water you drink, or what you eat, or how much activity you have, or maybe whether or not you do stretching. Sounds like such a silly thing, but it actually makes a big difference. We have somebody here who is mulling over things that they could do to improve their health. And it's like the universe is listening and they find some way to be like, yes, yes, we want you to do that. Please make sure you make that change. So this is like a little nudge that encourages you to do something that you've been pondering. I don't feel like this is someone telling you you have to change. I feel like you're coming around to that idea yourself. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Pierre. Hello, John. Hello, Ugo. What's up? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you in case I said that too fast, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. And thank you to those that have checked out my candles, which is also a link in the description box for you. I think we'll go with... Interesting. Okay, I haven't felt pulled to this one in a long time. For general readings anyways. This is the very first tarot deck I ever had. And if you've been watching for a while, you might remember at a certain point I said, I do not recommend getting the green, is it the Green Witch? Tarot as your first. If you're learning how to read tarot, I very much so recommend something that has the Rider-Waite or the Waite-Smith depictions of the cards, because it's the undercurrent of all the other cards out there. But I still love this stuff. Okay, let's see what else we have. Can you see how like warped it is? Hello, Hannah. How are you doing today? We have the King of Chalices and the Eight of Wands. See how this person has quite the feast? And with the Eight of Wands, it's almost like we have somebody who is making a decision. This is a much more like, it's like a passive Eight of Wands to me, because most of the Eight of Wands cards that I have are going to be depicting some sort of fast-moving action or communication. This is more about deliberation. So I feel like we have someone who's deliberating over what they could potentially be doing for their health. Kind of unusual for a King of Cups to be having a feast, but that's where we are. This is someone who's saying, okay, I could make this change. I could maybe do this different, or maybe I could drink like one fewer Dr. Peppers. And then maybe good things will happen, because I don't really need all of that caffeine, or I don't really need all of that sugar. I don't really need all of that. I was going to say cheese, but you guys, I think I do need all of that cheese. What else do we have? So making a healthy change is going to impact you positively, not just from the health perspective. So we have the Three of Wands and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This is saying you have a window of time where you can make this change or these changes, and it equates to or brings about some really important and like abundant energy for you. For some of you, this is saying you need to quit a habit before it turns into a major health problem. For others of you, this is saying this is something you've grown tired of anyways, and it's impacting your finances. So why continue to invest in it when you know you're over it anyways, right? Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? LOL, Rachel. I'm glad you get it. What else? And, just so you guys know, I do have water. I feel bad because I've got lipstick marks all over that glass, but, it happens. So I didn't know this was what the reading was going to be about, but I am trying to drink less sugary stuff. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and Harvest. This impacts your ability to manifest in or draw in abundance or good things. Interesting. I'm just going to say the thing that's on my mind, even though I know it may upset some of you. One of the things that I had heard back in my corporate career quite often, maybe because I'm a woman, I don't know, was that physical appearance really impacts how people experience the interview process. And while I think we as a society would really like to think that we could be above that and really just be looking at the specific skill set that we need for that job, I'm seeing that specifically for someone out there in the collective. When you work on your fitness, when you work on your nutrition, you feel more confident going into interviews. So it goes beyond just whether or not those people are looking at you like somebody who has a grasp on their health. I think it's more so about how it impacts your view of yourself when you go out there and put your energy for other people to consume, right? Do you want to hire me? Do you like my candles? Do you, want to work with me? There's an increase in stability and confidence for you when you make this kind of subtle, or maybe it's like a multi-prong attempt, right? Multiple things that you're working on. It pays off in ways that you don't necessarily expect. 5 of Swords, or 5 of a Thames in this deck. And the Horned God. But Carmen, I don't want to give that up. I like doing that thing. I like buying that thing. I like drinking those drinks. I get it. I do. I probably should have I don't know, part ownership in Dr. Pepper at this point. I'm just kidding. But really though, sometimes people try to make significant change in their life by biting off too much at once. What if you just look at cutting back a little bit, and then when you cut back a little bit, it's easier to cut it out altogether? Don't, sign up to build Rome overnight or anything crazy, but you can chip away at what the goals are that you have, right? Yeah, exactly. Hello, Rick. Hello, Baby Yoda. How we doing? We have the Earth Mother, Nature, and the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. The Earth Mother, of course, is the Empress. Nature is the Devil. I think that's so clever of them. Just to be clear, the Horned God, I have cards that say Horned 1 for a Devil card, but this is number 4. This is the Emperor. So we have someone who's able to conquer what has been holding them back. And when they conquer that thing, or when they make progress towards these goals and save a little bit of money, or eat a little bit better, drink a little bit more water, get a little bit more sleep, then the universe is like, excellent. We knew you could overcome that, because that thing was causing instability, or that thing was making it more difficult for you to achieve your goals. That thing was making you anxious or doubt yourself. I remember one time getting advice to avoid caffeine or a strong energy drink before going into an interview, because it actually doesn't really do wonders for your nerves. It's more likely to make you kind of jittery, right? This is basically saying we have someone who has pursued or has this habit, and it's something that undermines what they're really trying to go for. But in some way, you've convinced yourself, no, this makes it easier for me to do the things that I want to do. Maybe it doesn't. Or maybe a little bit less of it would accomplish the goal that you're looking for, but you overdid it a little bit there, partner. Hello, Donald. How are you doing? Oh, you have Jesus with you? Are you like doing an interview? Hello, Constantine. Hello, Hooks. What's up? Key controller. Constantine, you say you have no vices? Really? Really? I would just argue that, yes, there are people out there who make some really exceptional choices regarding their health. And this might not be about your physical health in that case. This could be about emotional health. But I do feel like for the majority of you, this is about what you put into your body or what you do with your body. Are you active? Are you drink enough water, sleep in, all of that? Constantine, if you do everything perfect, I envy you. No sugar is really tough. I've done keto a few times and it's like a whole reset, you know? Things that I didn't think had sugar in them have tons of sugar in them, like pasta sauce, you know? Hello, Manifesting. How are you doing? I mean, look, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I will say this. I feel like the Dutch have a better approach because I think you said you're, am I remembering that wrong? They have a better approach to health than at least my country does. You can hate on me if you want, but I'm pretty sure they do. At the very least, you ride a more bicycle, like calories burned kind of thing. All I'm going to say is we've got the ability here for you to address a shortfall or something that isn't quite what you were hoping for, or to kind of like catapult you closer to a goal that's been really important to you. The issue is, I feel like you've been over here like, do I really have to do that? I could do everything but that, right? Don't take away my Swiss rolls. That's a dessert, in case you guys don't know. Hello, Lumber. How are you doing? Yeah, no, you do way better with bicycling than us. Like, if we had a little shift in society, if someone could just be like, and now Americans are obsessed with biking. Boop. I'd be like, oh my God, look at the air. It's like breathable and stuff. That's cool. Yep. Hello, Noxious. How are you doing? All right, what else do we have? 2 of Wands. 8 of Chalices in the reverse. And the Standing Stone. Justice. You're going to make a decision that you didn't think you were going to make. Or you're going to be successful in overcoming something that you didn't really feel like you'd ever change. I don't know. I've always smoked cigarettes. I don't know. I've always drank 5 Diet Cokes right away in the morning. There's something here where you're like, you know what? I could at least like chip away at it a little bit. Even if I improve it a little bit, that's progress, right? I would agree with that, Rachel. Which makes me think of a Mitch Hedberg joke. And I'm probably going to destroy it, so please don't hate me. Well, I mean, like, do if you want, but like, whatever. Mitch Hedberg was joking about an escalator that breaks down not really being a problem. And what did he say? Did he say, like, putting up a sign that says, escalator temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience. Like, take some stairs, you know? Do you guys want to hear a funny story? It's not really that funny. It's just real short. I worked once at a place with a manager who was obnoxiously fit. And yes, I mean obnoxiously fit. Like 2-a-days, and I'm not going to say, like, specifically what she's into because, like, I don't want to get her into, I don't know, whatever. She was like semi-professional with a sport. So like it kind of makes sense that she was so fit. But one day she comes into work and she's like, okay, guys, I've decided that to prepare for such and such an event that I'm going to be doing out of the country, I am going to run up and down the 33 flights in our corporate building. Who's with me? And of course, somebody looks at me and says, it was like my work brother. I know people have like work wives and work husbands, but like I wasn't attracted to this person. It was just like we could complain in the same tone and we would get it. You know what I mean? And he looks at me, he's like, guess you won't be signing up for that, huh? I was so offended that I immediately signed up to do it. It was awful. I hated every minute of it. But when you tell me that I can't do something, I'm probably gonna try to do it just to prove you wrong. Especially since he was like the work brother, where I was like, you just look stupid. I'm gonna prove that you're stupid. And then I did it. And it sucked like walking for like 3 days. All right, this is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. That is my story. Yes, stairs are better for you. Free fitness. Hello, Maxine. How are you doing? I'm glad to hear that, Constantine. Wow. So I randomly just said 3 days. I don't even know that was the right duration of time where I was in pain after that. And it was 33 flights. And we have the 3 of Swords and 3 of Cups, clarifying the Empress, which is number 3. You get it? We got a lot of 3s, okay? You know what it makes me think of? Mental, emotional, physical. Mental, emotional, physical. Where are we at with all 3 of those? Because maybe you're over here like, hey, I'm doing great with my emotions. You know, I'm not perfect, but I've made a lot of progress. And hey, you know what? I addressed some of those things that were causing me anxiety, and I feel like I'm making some progress at work, but there's still something blocking you. Well, maybe it's the physical. Maybe there's something you could be doing differently as far as your routine, your nutrition, all of that. Stop it. Another 3. And the Queen of Cups. Love yourself, okay? Look, yesterday was my birthday and you all made me feel oh so special. I love you guys. I want you to treat yourself like it's your birthday. Well, wait. Take that back a second. Because I maybe did eat like half a bag of Funfetti Chex Mix. Is that what it's called? The like desserty kind? It was delicious. Maybe treat yourself like the day after your birthday, because now I'm not going to be doing some of those things. But we got somebody here who is realizing, okay, so I've shown love and care and affection and concern for other people. You know, like, hey, are you feeling all right? It looks like you're, you know, dealing with a headache, or it looks like you're walking a little weird. You need to sit down. You need to take a break. Do that for yourself. What can you do to... That's mean. I don't know whose spirit guide is up in here making inappropriate jokes about people's health, but you need to chill, bro. We got somebody who's basically saying, acknowledge when there's something that didn't really mesh with what you're trying to accomplish. Like if you are actually out here and let's say you own a business with health food options, right? We're gonna go with cheese because you know I love cheese. You have the healthiest cheese out there and everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's great. Maybe it's goat cheese, right? That's good for you, right? 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 If you're out here promoting a health food company and then people see you constantly eating at Five Guys, there are going to be some questions. People are going to be like, wait, I thought you were like into this like healthy lifestyle thing. There's something here about paying good attention or closer attention to mental, physical, emotional. How do those three work together? And am I addressing all three of them? Wow, we have 33 people in here right now. And what can I do differently? Because I'm holding myself back from something that could be really great. And it's in part because it doesn't align with what I am all about. Thank you, Maxine. Love you too. You're right. Go eat that half bag of Chex Mix. Oh, thank you. Cheese crew. Lemonade actually suggested a tarot deck with, oh, maybe I shouldn't mention that. Well, it's already out there now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give him credit though, with cheese. There's probably already one there. I should look for that, shouldn't I? All right, we have the Knight of Swords, the Fool, and the Nine of Swords. Here comes the less jovial part of the message. There is a potential for anxiety or concern if you do not change this thing. I remember in high school, I wrote some article about the dangers of tanning beds. Did, some semi-legitimate research on it, and my peer, what would I say? She was also on that team. When we did our little research, we were kind of shocked to find out how much damage that can do. Maybe you've realized I need to take better care of my skin. Maybe it doesn't seem like it's that important. Maybe I need to use sunscreen a little bit more. Or maybe I actually need to use it on my face. There's something here where it's like, I didn't really take it that seriously before. I didn't really feel like it was that big of a deal, but it could actually snowball into something that's a little bit concerning. So make the change now and you can make things easier for yourself. Goat cheese seems bad for lungs? Why? Wait, why? Do you smoke your cheese? Are you doing it wrong, key controller? What are you doing? Are you okay? A pasta tarot. Okay. Rachel, you get me all excited over here. This is bad. I'm already getting an idea. Okay. I'm going to focus, you guys. It's all right. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles. So you can take better care of yourself now. I do feel like for many of you, this is physical. You can get better sleep, brush your teeth more. You could start flossing. You could eat more vegetables. You could get some Vitamita Vegemin. I had some health problems, but then I picked up a keg of that Vitamita Vegemin, and now I'm great. Okay? And don't worry, I got some Marmite for dessert. I don't even know what Marmite tastes like. I know it's a thing. Anyone out there want to explain it to me? Hello, ARW. Hello, James. How we doing? So we've got Knight of Pentacles followed by the Four of Cups. The Magician. And the Seven of Cups. Okay, so your change in routine does not have to follow someone else's strategy or plan. You don't have to listen to somebody else's orders. You can create your own approach to it. But what you are tailoring or designing for yourself is a way to walk away from the Four of Cups and choose a different path, knowing that you are capable of this. Remember that at the very beginning, we had this Magic card. And you can think I'm lame. You can say that it's just like not real stuff. What are you talking about? If you don't believe in magic, then I feel like your life must be really sad. Magic exists. Is it Harry Potter? Probably not. I got a wand anyways. Well, I actually have a Harry Potter one. Where you hiding it? Magic doesn't have to be about like young adult books and werewolves and vampires. Sometimes magic is the ability for you to look at everything that you have available to you, feel like you don't have what you need, and still get it done. Tell me you haven't done that before. I know you have. You wouldn't be watching my channel unless you've gotten through some of that already. So this magic that you have in you, you can actually like turn up the volume and get more out of that magic by treating your body better. Hello, William. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, I hope you haven't. Did things up with Hannah last few times we talked. Is there still a legitimate chance? I've added that for you. Thank you, William. Yeah, lots of 33s. Hey, thank you, James. I'm gonna try to do that for you again today. So acknowledge the magic that you have within you. Acknowledge the power that you have within you. Look, you guys, I could actually probably make this happen right here, okay? Hold on, do we have the chalice? I don't think I have the chalice. Dang it. I gotta find that. But we could do, look, you guys. Is it worth all the struggle? I'm gonna get glitter all over me again. Okay, you can picture it, right? Don't even make jokes about how I'm supposed to have like an owl face with a beak coming out of my chest, because that ain't happening, okay? But you see how he's got a wand and then there's a skull on top of it? Ah! You are capable of changing your life around, improving things in a way that may seem a little bit strange to you. But when you take care of yourself, you take care of your future. When you take care of your health, you take care of other people around you as well. Because it means that you're not, messing up interviews or dropping your phone in the train tracks or slipping off the stairs and rolling your ankle. You're more precise and you're more focused, so you get more done, right? I really did drop my phone in the train tracks, right? Well, I don't know if I can call it a train track. It was for the, like, commuter train thing in Minneapolis. What do they call it again? Chicago's is called the L, but I can't remember what they call it in Minneapolis. That's sad. You have this chance, and something is tugging on you, like, internally to make this change. And for some of you, maybe I can change this a little bit and I can change that a little bit. Did I completely cut anything out of my diet? No, but I reduced it a little bit. I'll save a little bit of money, or I'll have a little bit more energy, right? I love it. Oh, goodness. The owl corset thing, though, literally with the beak coming out of, like, what is this? I just want to know what drugs they were on when they made these cards. Okay. Hear me out. But, like, all of the wands should have skulls on them, right? That's not even the worst of it. I don't know. The Fool's kind of funny. There's a better one. Okay, we're just... Also, whoever made this deck, shout out to your fascination with Butte. Just tell me they weren't trying to show you some butt right there. There are multiple booties in legging-like clothing. That one's kind of weird. Oh, I just realized that he's got like a skull face on his armor. That's kind of cool. All right. That's the Jack-o'-lantern tarot, in case you're curious. The illustrations are amusing. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Why are we doing a countdown? Hello, Monique. How are you doing? Oh, it looks like we moved on first. All right. This is the Tarot of the Nile, by the way. You think you're so funny. It's another 3. This is my shocked face. And the King of Cups in the reverse, eh? Remember at the very beginning, we had the feasting King of Cups? Yeah, this is like what the normal King of Cups cards tend to look like. A homie holding a cup. No feast. No, like, what was that? Like, a turducken? Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a turkey. But, like, there's no browning to the turkey. I feel like it's not cooked right, so. 3 of Pentacles is about your work. I keep coming back to this idea that when you work on your physical health, when you change this thing that helps you to feel better about yourself, it impacts your money or your future. People want to hear more of what you have to say. People take you more seriously. Do I wish that people could just be non-judgmental and love you the way that you are? Absolutely. But you know what? This could also be something that is helping you to avoid a health event later on because you change your habits. So is that not a good motivation for you? Especially if you've got people that care about you, right? So this is saying, love on yourself, be good to yourself, improve your confidence and the magic you possess by taking better care of yourself and your body. Your body is a temple, okay? 10 of Cups. Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is going to improve your confidence. And when your confidence is improved, you find a better living or working situation, and it also improves your finances. So, like, what you got to lose? I don't know. You know, maybe like a midnight snack session, or, I don't know, drinking? Hey, Lemonade, what's up? Hello? I'm trying to figure out what would be the name. Athos? I hope you're having a good day. Excuse me. Oh no! I hope you have some more caffeine. I mean, unless you're trying to get rid of it. And Lemonade, I already gave you a shout out for the cheese tarot. Hello, Vaccinator. I hope you have a good day too. What else? The Moon and the Empress in the reverse. That makes me kind of sad. Okay, so I've been laughing and jokey. Oh, sorry, I'm already at 35 minutes. Close to anyways. I gotta start personal questions soon. The sad thing is, this is saying you are hiding something that you do to yourself or that you don't care for about yourself. And it is a sign of neglect. It's like you deserve to show yourself that kind of love. You deserve to be good to yourself, right? You might feel like this decision is helping you deal with anxiety, like if we use cigarettes as an example, but in reality, it's causing more problems for you. Finding a different way to deal with what you need to deal with means that you go further or have greater stability. So we have Temperance in the reverse and the Eight of Swords. For some of you, you may not realize that there has been as much impact to your health from this decision as there has been, and you still have this opportunity to make some shift that is impactful or helpful. King of Swords, there's going to be someone other than me who brings this up, and it acts as confirmation for you. This is a friend or a lover. So you're going to get some other source, some other confirmation, someone else that's saying, hey, you should really stop doing blah, blah, blah. Or a cute little kid, maybe it's your nephew or your niece. Hey, why do you drink that? Hey, why do you eat that? You're right. I probably shouldn't. Queen of Pentacles, Lovers in the reverse, but you haven't made a decision regarding this. You've just been kind of thinking about it and not really taking it that seriously. You're going to be nudged to take an actual decision or make an actual decision regarding this. And when you do, that's literally like the cha-ching combo right there. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So, Carmen, I don't want to stop drinking energy drinks. Okay, but what if the universe pays you to? What if they're like, we'll give you $100 to not drink that energy drink? This is like, no, you're going to get some sort of payout. Things are going to be better. Life improves. You get a better job, something like that, because you take better care of yourself. All right, let's move to personal questions. Let's see what we've got for William. Did William mess up the connection with Hannah the last few times they've spoken? Has William messed up the connection with Hannah? It's murky, but it's not looking great. Seven of Cups, Star in the reverse, and the Knight of Chalices in the reverse. Yeah, this is not good. Is there any chance? Yes, a very small chance. But there is... So have you completely ruined it? No. Are things not looking in your favor right now? That's correct. There is frustration over something that you did, and like moodiness or irritation, like stomping around the house, or like, I don't want to respond to your text message. You irritated me, that kind of thing. Is there still a legit chance? There is still a chance, but you have to take action with a sense of urgency, but also strategically. So, balance. I've got to make sure that I communicate in an efficient way or within probably the next couple of days, but I also have to make sure that when I'm communicating, it's in a way that shows that I've actually learned from this or done this for a reason. Like I've learned to not do that, or that I need to say this, right? Queen of Pentacles. There's a need for you to show that you understand how to be supportive, how to be a good listener. Three of Cups in the reverse. She does not feel like you listen or take care or understand or anticipate what is needed. So it's like, yeah, I don't feel like you could take care of me. So there's still a chance, but you need to act quickly, and you need to have like a real solid, and from you, right? conversation, perspective, show that you are understanding of what needs to change, right? Yes. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And I will see you in the next reading. Toodles.